Hi, I'm Tiffany, your GM tonight for our Kids on Brooms sequels campaign to the 5e D&D Mists of Elixia campaign that was run by Scott Wave. Scott Wave.
What? Oh.
There we go.
I was busy coughing, so I muted it for a moment, and I was coughing when you were saying that.
You can find me on Dungeon_Damsels. I run my own campaign. If you're interested, you can check it out. Let's go around and do some quick intros. So let's start with Natalie.
All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Natalie. I use she, they pronouns, and I'm playing Aislin, who also uses she, they pronouns, or she, her. I think this gay, her, is she, her. Find most places Ghost Candle or Ghostly Candle on Twitch and YouTube. I do lots of things. Follow to see it all.
Nice. All right, let's go to Morgan.
Oh, me. I wasn't ready. I was busy posting on Twitter, letting everybody know, like, we're going live now. What's up, everybody? My name is Morgan with My Flayed Mondays. My pronouns are he, him. You can find me on social medias everywhere except TikTok. Everywhere except Twitter at My Flayed Mun. At My Flayed Mondays at Twitter. It's My Flayed Mun. And actually, what is it now? It's not Twitter. It's what?
X. I don't
X. But I'm also on
Twitter.
Hive and Blue Sky. Yeah, it's still Twitter. I'm the founder of My Play Mondays, and we run pro DM games for clients. So if you're looking for somebody to run a game for you, myself and several other DMs that I work with are amazing, and we are just email away. Check us out at myplaymondays.com. Besides that, I also do podcasts. I've done some charity streams. You can check those out on the interwebs. Just look for them. And I also have content on the DMs Guild and products on, Redbubble.
Amazon.
Thank you. And Amazon.
Yep.
And on the Twitch channel as well. I am just really excited to be back. I'm really enjoying this. Tiffany, thank you for letting me
I'm glad.
take on the role of my son, of my last character, which is a little weird.
Yeah, it's a little meta. It's cool though. All right,
but I love it.
Nice. All right, Michael.
Hey, I don't know if anybody saw it, but yeah, I'm rocking one of your shirts.
And I love it.
Yeah.
I love that shirt.
What's up, everybody? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that.
What's up, everybody?
I'm Michael. I'm RoboSardy on Instagram and Twitter. I post art and animation, but today I will be playing Rhys, twin brother to Aislin, and I'm excited to play. That's all I got.
Nice. Michael did the art for this. So
Oh,
if you
yeah.
see our promotional art, he did it.
That's not all I got. Yeah, I did the art.
Let's pop over to Scott.
Hi, everybody. I am Scott. I am my pronouns are he, him, and I am exhausted from being at Gen Con, but in the best way. It made me maybe a little sick. I don't really know. I feel like a little oogie, but I'll be okay. At least till the end of the game.
Okay.
You can find us everywhere at ZealZaddy, including now on Blue Sky, thanks to Morgan sending me an invite. So I started setting that up. Hopefully, Elon will just sell Twitter to someone cool, and we won't have this problem. All right.
And let's finish up with Blake.
I'll buy it. Saving the worst for last, everybody. I am Blake. You can't find me anywhere at the moment, but you can find me places like this, though. So I like to play TTRPGs with some really awesome people like this group here. Fantastic. I do have a shout out though for Homie and the Dude, another group I get to play with on the Skyrim. They launched their Kickstarter, which already passed their first goal. So check it out if you like things like vehicle combat. It's really sick. And they're really awesome people. And hopefully they make their last stretch goal because Tracy, part of Homie and the Dude, she's actually a really awesome chef. She's gonna make some recipes that are gonna be included with the book that reached a certain goal. So check it out. I think that's gonna be really cool. And shout out to Homie and the Dude because they're awesome people as well.
I backed it within the little window for the, the
Yeah, because 24 hours, they have like a special discount. Yeah, it's still a good deal though. You can't get as good of a deal. It's so pretty cool, especially like vehicles,
Sky
really cool
Zephyrs.
stuff. And you have like a builder state.
Yeah, it's called Sky Zephyrs, and it looks awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Scott, did you introduce yourself?
I did.
Okay.
I just did it poorly.
Oh, and I'm playing Tuh-Wiogh, which is Twig for you humans out there. I'm a kobold
Oh,
who's
and I'm
going to go to.
playing
It's going to be.
You're right. I didn't say who I was. I'm playing.
I didn't say
Fynch.
who I was either.
Only the twins got it right.
Only the twins got it.
Hey, I got it right
Unfortunately, the
too.
twins got it right.
I'll say it.
I'm playing the older brother of the twins, Emiryn. So
Yes. And then Scott, one more time. Who are you playing?
I am playing Fynch, the Kenku, the little tiny Kenku troublemaker.
rogue.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yes.
troublemaker. Yeah,
The
but
lovable.
you didn't say it.
The lovable tiny.
Correct.
Mhm.
All right, let's do a brief recap. So this takes place like 10, 15 years after the destruction of the Eye, which was the previous campaign's big bad, and, well, the place he lived at. Anyway, now we're in Shaley. It's a farm town that's been expanding over the past, like, decade or so, and now they got a new school. The kids are going to their, like, magic school, and we introduced the twins with the hide-and-go-seek game, and then we had our teens up in the ever wonderful lecture hall, and just a lot of shenanigans with them. The teens decided to escape into the hallways and go to the principal's office and go out the windows that way to avoid class, and then
Some of us, not all of us, some.
they discovered that there have been young girls have been going missing. And through their deductive logic as children, they actually did a pretty good choice and said, hey, well, let's check out the forest because that's the last time anyone see them. So now the kids are going to enter the forest to hopefully discover what has been going on.
I will say, maybe not the best reasons. I mean, someone's character did try to get a girl to
Well,
like him,
yeah.
I'm just saying. So
It is a good,
but-
I meant it in the sense that it was a good logical jump for, like, kids.
True.
Yeah.
Very true.
So, all right. The day is warm. The sun is at a midpoint in the sky, so it's around like 3 o'clock. Beside you, other kids are walking from school and breaking down the many winding pathways that cross over Shaley. They're in the schoolyard. The tall grass rustles in from the sea breeze that comes in from the south, and there's a rippling current over the field, giving it a hazy and mesmerizing look. The trees shake and the wind, and the tree toads croak. Emiryn, Rhys, Aislin, Fynch, and Twig stand before the forest. Shrubberies dot the field and become more dense as the trees thicken. Many tall trees stretch upward into the sky. Do you go in?
I'm sitting on my broom, hovering
Okay.
before we make a decision.
I still think we should probably, like, maybe just maybe tell some adults. I'm just saying. I think that's, to me, that's like, I don't know, for.
Yeah, but
Anybody
as
else
we're
got an
telling
idea?
as we're telling the adults, someone else can go missing. We should go now.
How about this?
I mean,
All right, I'll have Soul take a note and drop it off at at Grandma's house, and that way, by the time Grandma sees it, we've already been able to do what we need to. But at least they know where we went.
Yeah, at least we'll know when we get grounded. But all right, that's
Yeah, in case we go missing, they'll at least know and have to come look for us.
Yeah.
Good call. Good call.
All right.
Anybody been in
write
this
a note.
forest? Who's going to lead us in?
I think we've all been in here
Oh.
before.
You are familiar with
Cool.
the forest.
In the deep part of the forest? Is this no deeper than normal? Is this the normal forest we'd always go in?
This is the normal,
okay.
the normal forest. It's by the school. Like it's
not the
like
scary
schoolyard
forest.
forest.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't gone deep yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get off my broom and put it in my backpack. All right, let's go.
I write a letter quickly up to Grandma, just saying, "Hey, we found out about the kids missing. We went to look because we think we know where somebody might have gone.
I'm going to whisper to him while he's
Don't come
doing it.
back.
You don't need to do
Come look
that.
for us.
Just make it look like you're doing it. It's just for show. Make them feel better.
oh my
No,
god. Oh my god.
I write it and I hand it to Soul and I say, Soul, take this to Grandma's house
Give your grandma
And-
a heart attack. Oh my gosh.
and put it somewhere where she'll find it later, not right away." Okay.
Behind the outhouse.
Later? Okay. What? Wait,
I mean,
doesn't-
everybody poops. That's a great idea.
Yeah,
But not behind. Okay, but not behind it though. I mean,
I've put behind the outhouse.
Maybe you put it on the inside of the door, so they go in, they close, they go to sit down, they're like, "Oh, poopy," as they see the letter.
Well, it's not a bad idea, but I don't think Soul has hands to open the outhouse door and then like tack it onto the door on the inside. So maybe just through the window and put it somewhere that she'll find it later. It's
I
asking a
think
lot.
There's like this look you gaze into the eyes of your familiar, and you have no idea if that went through, but she just goes "Twee!" and takes the letter,
The note,
the note, the note goes.
wait, you can't like communicate with them? You're familiar?
I mean, she understands the gist, but we don't like have full conversations. Not yet.
What?
Maybe one day.
Oh, I thought that. Okay, everyone. Well, never mind. That's fine.
Wait, you talk full on conversations with your familiar?
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. It's
What-
yeah. They're
What-
I mean,
Who is your familiar, Twig?
it's a butterfly. It's a butterfly, and so it's a big monarch butterfly. Actually, no, an atlas moth. Because like I want it to be something cool looking, so it's an atlas moth. It's really big and orange, so that mine can eat. But yeah.
Okay.
Well, big brother, I know bird, so I can maybe teach you a couple words, and you could tell Soul.
Sounds good. As I'm looking at you like, you don't know bird.
I'm just listening to this conversation about talking to birds.
Oh, whoa.
I mean-
No, I know bird is different from Kenku.
I don't know that. They might know what we're saying. They just don't want to talk to us.
Well, I mean, that could be, but it could be the case. But
All right.
but I guess
Well,
so. We're
ready to go.
okay. But Piggy promised. Wait. We're gonna Piggy promise that anything gets too dangerous, we are going to escape with our lives. I need a Piggy promise. This is binding in court. So,
Everybody put your pinky in. You too, Finch.
I put in
Finch, if your fingers are
my
your fingers
ring
are crossed.
finger feather and hope they don't notice. And it's not.
I'm checking. I know Finch, so I'm checking.
I'm
Like
looking at
this.
his hand behind his back too, because I know Finch as well.
Don't you cross it. Bring your other hand up too. Finch.
Everybody-
Where's your other hands?
Wait, how about this? Pinky and the other hand up here in front where everybody can see it.
I put up my
There we
hand,
go.
but it's red because I was picking strawberries.
Hey,
Is this-
did you get us any?
Well, I was trying to collect while you all were talking about going.
I like it. We're just sitting here holding our hands and we're like talking about strawberries now.
She's got like wild strawberries in her pockets.
All right,
Twig, is
all right, I
this
just
binding
eat one
in
with my-
court?
all right, Twig,
Yes,
find
this,
us.
this is binding in court. So yes. Okay, there we go. So any sign of true danger, we are
Finch.
getting out of here with our life.
Okay,
Finch?
true danger.
Hand up, Finch.
True danger. I understand what that means.
I don't. Okay. I'm gonna take your word for it. And be like, okay.
And thus, by the sacred power of the Piggy Promise, you solemnly swear to flee upon it getting too dangerous. And then Twig quietly mutters, and this is a social contract, so stick to it. All right,
Socially
so
binding.
You got
Oh,
any
wait.
yep,
extra
socially
strawberries
binding.
there?
So, I had
There's
an
like
idea.
a,
Okay, sorry.
You got any
well, there's
extra
like an element
strawberries?
in law where like there are like socially like it's called a social contract where there are like verbal
Mhm.
agreements that are actually legally binding, and that's what it's
Mhm.
like, referencing.
Mhm.
Anyway,
Thank you. Exactly.
Go
Thank
on.
you. Exactly.
So I was thinking maybe a couple of us on brooms in the air, so we have like a overview of the forest. So if we see anything fishy ahead of time, we can warn the others on the ground. And then those on the ground are looking more intently at what's going on around us. What do you guys think? Cover.
Good
the
idea.
ground.
Split up the party.
No, not split up.
Mm.
Just
Nothing.
above us.
Yeah, up
Just
and
above
down.
us. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they always say
I mean-
split the party.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's well. Who's going
Uncle-
to? I mean,
That's what your
Uncle
parents did
Aislin.
all the time, didn't they? They always say in the stories that
Yeah,
sometimes they go
mom
different
says
ways.
that they've split the party.
Like
and it
never.
only goes good.
Mom,
I think
mom,
that's-
no.
that's what it
That is
was.
not what mom said. Mom said never split the party. Even Uncle Aislin said you don't split the party.
Well, I mean, you don't want.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
But they've had
Well-
stories where they split the party.
Did they end well?
They're alive, aren't they?
True, but I mean, you can still get hurt and be alive, I guess. But that is a good point.
All right, who's flying?
I mean, we
who's
can
walking?
also. Oh,
I'll be ground team, just in case there's any
Yeah.
animals, and maybe I could talk to them, and they'll tell me if they've seen any kids.
And you, who else knows bird? Because that would be good too.
I don't know if any of us know. Well, okay, of course.
Well, I only have my owl, my little black barn apple.
There
swoops
might
in.
be we might have a spell for that. One of us might. I don't know.
I actually do. I have the wild speak.
Oh,
Right.
Oh, you have the wild speak ability?
Oh,
Yeah.
I should open my character
Nice.
sheet.
oh.
Or do you are you
needs
trying to
that.
cast that?
It's not a spell. It's one of the strengths that I have.
Oh,
just
okay.
your-
It's like
One
an
of their abilities,
ability. Okay,
yeah.
cool, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
Feature.
You can
So you can just do
communicate
it?
with any animal whose species you have knowledge of.
Okay. All right.
You
I,
really can speak bird. Like, I haven't seen
Yeah.
you do this, which is why I'm like, yeah, okay.
Yeah,
When
exactly.
you start speaking to birds, I'm like, holy crap, he does speak to birds.
and I'm using that. I'm using psychic link that's so I can talk to my familiar through any distance telepathically. So, but so I guess I'll be ground team too because I can send Atlas, name them off. I can send Atlas up to kind of be with you guys as well. So yeah, I guess who else is going to be on the ground with us? I mean,
I'll be on the ground. I mean, I don't mind flying or on the ground, wherever you guys think.
actually, how about you? How about you and Fynch can be? You and Fynch can be in the sky. Us three will be on the ground.
That seems fair. I don't really want to leave Finch up there by himself. He might get too explore happy.
No, Fynch will not. I mean, right, Fynch, you have a mission, right, Fynch? You're gonna just.
I did a pinky
don't think-
promise.
I think as Twig says, he doesn't even believe it, but he's just like, you know what? He's my friend. I'm gonna believe. So.
Sounds good.
All right. So who's going up? Twig and Finch? No.
No,
Emiryn.
no.
Emiryn and Finch.
Emiryn and Finch. Okay. Emiryn. Cool. All right. So Emiryn and Finch, you hop on your brooms, and
The cunning captain's cruiser.
is that your broom's
That's your
name?
broom.
That's the name, the cunning captain's cruiser. Yeah.
What does it look like? Is it like?
Ooh, yeah.
Does it have like a aerodynamic like shape,
Oh, yeah.
and then like just this slick like
It's
It has a pirate's tricorn.
yeah, there's tricorn. They're like little
It's-
foot pedals for you to like hunker down low.
It was-
and inscribed on the
it,
side.
as much as we all like hate it. It was a gift from my grandfather, from my dad's side. And it was made from a piece of a ship.
Mhm.
So they carved it, and so that's this really ornate, very elegant, but also very like just very smooth, like stick that you can ride. It even has a seat on it.
Yeah, and there's like a little seat.
Did you put somehow like a baseball card to make it not a baseball card, but like some sort of card to make it sound even cooler? You know, like a little, so like a little like a
Yeah,
like.
put it within the bristles of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and the
just gets just a nice little flap noise.
And on the front of it, it looks like they carved on the front of it, like the very tip. It looks like what was on the front of my grandfather's boat, like the had like the little
Oh, it has like a
It's like-
mermaid, like
yeah, like a little,
The
Oh, that's
masthead,
sick.
is that
Okay,
what it's
that's-
called?
Yeah,
yeah,
that's sick.
cunning captain's cruiser.
Figurehead, yeah. It's called the figurehead.
Yeah, the little figurehead.
Nice.
So that's
Nice.
what I hop on.
All right, you hop on your sweet ride. Finch!
I get on Watcher's Whisk, which looks sort of like a big whisk broom with scraggly back that keeps growing leaves, even though it's supposed to be dead wood, but it apparently isn't. And it's like bent alder wood, and it is sort of fussy, but it does give me the benefits of seeing really good at a distance, even at night.
Okay, nice. All right, I'm going to have you
Oh.
two
I will tell you this, just so you know, my mechanical benefit is it treats snap decisions as planned actions unless facing a fear. So.
Okay. Okay. Is there like can I make you do skill checks on your brooms, or is it just something you already know how to do?
I think you know how to do it, but like if we're like in a scene where we're trying to get away, that would make sense. You know what I mean? Like,
okay, or like a really rough wind. Okay.
Yeah, I think we're just kind of cruising on it. We should be all right.
We need a feather bump.
Okay. I
Let's
would
do
hope.
this.
This is my first time riding a broom. Oh.
Yes, so the two of you levitate upward
Higher.
and start to overlook the green landscape below you. Ground team, who's leading?
I'll lead, sure. Like I bring out like
Sandwiches.
Rhys has like a little like tiny like telescope, like a little hand telescope, and he has a compass that he's just kind of points out. It doesn't do any good because he doesn't have a map or anything that he's looking at, but he just assumes it's just like you use a compass to find where you're going. So he just has both of those out and he's looking around.
Okay, yeah, very
And
expertly
walking-
you
walking
take out
forward.
your navigationer's tools and proceed forward.
Yep. I'm walking forward while I'm looking through my telescope.
You see the details of the blades of grass in front of you, and then quickly stumble over a rock.
Please.
Whoa, Rhys, whoa there, buddy. Hey, are you okay? I mean, that was quite the fall there.
Maybe you should wait until we have to look at something at a distance.
Oh, that's a good idea. I just really wanted to use my telescope.
Rhys, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Oh,
Okay.
Thanks, big
Where-
bro.
Anytime.
all right. So I guess we're doing like intelligence brain checks to search
okay.
for unusual things, unless you want to try to pitch me a different check.
I
Whoa.
would like to search for animals if possible.
Yeah, I still think that's an intelligence
It's still
check.
going to be like brains.
Yeah, because how are you doing? Are you looking at for tracks? Or are you just doing perception kind of things?
Yeah, I think I'm just going to be doing. I think it's just going to be brains. I think that's the only one I could see that's appropriate.
Yeah, fight,
for it.
flight, brains, brawn, charm, and grit are. Yeah, I think brains is going to be the one to do that.
Yeah.
I have all my dice but the d6 dice.
What is everyone else doing?
I'm going to be looking for any type of threats or odd things ahead of the group, like anything that stands out that we should be careful of or investigate.
Okay, I'd say that's still brain.
I rolled a d6 and I got a 6.
Big roll again.
Do it again. Do it again.
So 6.
Ah! It explodes again!
12.
12.
That's a 4. So that is
16.
16.
Nice. Wow. Okay.
Mine wasn't nearly as cool. I only got a 9 total. Still good, but not as good as a
pretty
16.
Yeah.
I got a 1. I'm not seeing anything. I'm gonna go higher.
You get an adversity token, I think.
Yeah, you get one
yes,
if you fail.
You do.
I think Aislin is trying to see if she recognizes anything familiar with the vision that she had.
Well, I still think that's a brain check. Yeah.
That's a good check, though.
Yes, that's a great check. And Blake, are you?
I'm
doing
going
it?
to, yeah. I'm to see if I can find any like trinkets or something left behind, like someone's gonna take and like maybe they dropped some behind. So I'm trying to look for any kind of like so it doesn't belong.
Yeah, brain. All right. Okay, so we're gonna start from lowest to high and then go to highest. So Fynch, you just see the forest that you see every day, and maybe you need a better bird's eye view, so you go up higher.
Yeah.
And Then we had
I rolled a 9.
A 9, and then Morgan got a 9 as well.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
got a 14.
All right. So, Emiryn, we're doing Emiryn, right?
Yeah, Emiryn.
Yeah. You are looking around. You see just a lot of forest. You're on the edge of the forest of just, it's the normal forest. You're familiar with it. Things don't really seem out of ordinary. You think you see movement in the trees, but it's very brief, and there are lots of animals around.
Mm-hmm.
So it could have been a tree toad. It could have been a bird. It could have been something else. But it was like brown, but a lot of things are brown in the forest. Aisling, you look around and try to recall the vision that you had, and as you focus, the forest briefly seems to grow a little darker, and there's this almost instinctive pull, but then you shake it off. Not sure what that was. Rhys, you get oh no, not Rhys. We're new. Twig next. You got a 14. You're looking for things out of the okay. You're looking around, and up in the you're on the ground. Yes, you're on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You walk past with your. There are benefits to being, a little bit shorter, whereas you can see stuff on the ground better, and just because you're closer to it, and you catch the something pink and sparkly in the brush. So you go over there and you pick it up, and it's a ripped piece of pink, sparkly cloth. Have you do another brain for me?
Is a 12.
You remember that the fashion club has vowed to wear pink on Wednesdays.
Oh, they do.
Today is Wednesday.
No. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Noted.
You get on your hands and knees. You're really in your element. The dirt beneath your fingers is singing to you as you see footprints in the ground. And you recognize that there are, you see kid footprints, and then you see a set, you go further into the forest, you see a set of footprints that are like slightly larger. You're like, okay, maybe this could be like a teenager. Yeah, and there's like a little bit of a glitter in the footprints. Then after a time, a second pair of footprints seems to join her. These sparkly footprints. They're smaller. And you go further into the forest, and there's this, it's almost like a big snake crossed their path and was winding along behind them. I believe those are all the checks. So
yeah, Rhys is army crawling. He was walking on his hands and knees, and then as soon as he saw like the snake tracks, he got a little bit closer so he could like inspect it. And it's like, I think I found some tracks, but there's also a snake following them. Unless they have a snake familiar.
Would we remember? I mean, I feel like we would know, like we know each other's familiars. Would that, does that ring a bell to any of us? Like, do we know someone at school has a snake familiar?
Draco.
Draco.
Jesus.
Draken Malfond.
Hey, Draken Malfond.
That's an awesome name.
Dragonborn.
You remember that There's someone who has a familiar, and it's Fred, the guy that like always wants to copy your homework.
Oh,
And but the thing about this is that his snake is like a tiny like corn snake.
because
This
not a.
these tracks, this thing's
Whoa.
big. This is way bigger
Okay.
than that. Like you look at that and you're like, am I looking at an anaconda? Like this is a huge
Whoa.
animal. Yeah.
Wow, good find, Rhys. I definitely don't think that belongs to him. We know because Fred Snake is like definitely not that large. So, I will say I found this, and I think is that glitter in those footprints? I think I found this too. This pink ribbon. I think it belongs to like I'll say a lot of it's hope like everyone. I feel like we're all kind of around each other. Like I feel like they're kind of low to the ground.
Yeah,
up to
we're
here.
staying. I would like to think we're staying in like vicinity of each other.
Each other.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're fairly close.
Cool. Well, I did find this ribbon, and and with the footprints that Rhys found too, Fashion Club wears pink only, so this must be someone in that fashion club of your sisters. Because otherwise, I don't. In this ribbon, I mean, just look how pink this is. Like this is, yeah, this is like hot pink. So that's not.
Was the pink fabric found in the same direction, or were they going in
That's a good
Same
point.
direction. Same direction. It
Same
was
direction,
found.
okay.
direction?
Yeah, like you found the pink fabric at like the edge of the forest because it snagged on some brambles, but beyond that, the tracks go, and the tracks go right past the brambles. So it's easy enough to conclude that the walker had this pink scarf or whatever and it snagged on the bramble and she kept going.
All right. Well, at least we know that they walked out here.
All right, I
That
think
snake
it's,
is.
I think it's time to tread carefully.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe snakes kidnapped them.
I mean, that's not mean. Although I will say we do see like they walk though, so I mean, and we're pretty far in, so they must have.
You can still
They
see
must-
the school behind you. You're
Okay.
not like
Oh, so we're still-
that
okay,
far
super
in.
deep.
Like
Okay.
yeah, you can still see the school behind you. Still visual on like the town itself.
I'm
Tracks
short.
can
Okay,
keep-
this feels like miles. I'm so short that my steps are just.
The tracks, if they're fresh, then that means this just happened recently.
Yeah, so we should go stealthily. And I take the dirt that's like already on my hands and I put it on my face. And then I
Okay.
say I'm gonna cast passing without notice, and I put just dirt on myself.
You just roll in the dirt. Yes. Okay. Awesome. Beautiful.
Fynch, what about you, Fynch? You find anything? You see anything else or? Fynch? Is Fynch even here? Like it's Fynch.
He's so far away.
Just like he's like a
Just keeps
dot
going
in
up.
the sky.
Scream it.
You like
I
look
yell,
around and
"Fred!"
squint at the like
Ow.
at the sun, and you see this tiny black dot in it.
I'll go get him, but just so you guys know, I saw something moving in the trees, but I couldn't tell if it was anything to be worried about or if it was just normal animals.
In the same direction, because I'll show you like the trail in that
Was
same
it
direction.
the same direction? Was it the same direction?
It was honestly just general movement.
Yeah.
So
That's disheartening and scary.
Let me go
All
get
right,
Finch.
well,
And I zip up to
and-
get Finch.
and maybe we'll all stay together on the ground since it looks like whatever is near the ground. So we'll wait here. So we'll all kind of.
Yeah.
okay,
'cause,
okay.
yeah.
So
Can send Owen to investigate the trees. And I
Oh, your
like,
school.
yeah, my flying squirrel. So
Oh,
I
yeah,
just
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of I shake my wand and like a flying squirrel kind of plops out, and I just go investigate the trees, see what's up with them. And I imagine like Owen does not listen to me at all, so I
yeah, like he just looks at you, and goes, "Chee!"
Oh, but can you understand him though? You can understand each other though, right?
Yeah, I can.
Because with your ability, I feel like you can talk to him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Go look in the trees. All right. So he's like, "Chi-chi," but I'm hungry. I think I'm gonna go. I'm hungry and I smell strawberries. So he goes over to Aislin and starts like pawing at her pockets.
No, Owen. We're supposed to be serious. And like as I'm like saying that, I'm saying that in squirrel. So all you hear is
What?
Do you give Owen a strawberry?
Tell Rhys, say he'll have a strawberry when he finds something.
And I tell him that. But in
No,
squirrel.
you got to say it squirrel. You have to say
Okay.
it squirrel.
Squeak, squeak.
Make a charm. Make a charm.
Gosh. Okay.
When you find stuff, you get reward.
It's wait. Oh, I am a kid, so I'm naturally charming. So that's a 3.
Oh, okay. Chi. Chi. He makes a big fuss and he's like, "You're such a slave driver. You're always making me climb things, and I just want strawberries." And, and eventually he does actually listen to it because I had him. He rolled low, and so he goes up into the trees and grumbling like, and you like feel an acorn come and like smack you in the face.
Ow!
Wow,
I
that's
thought-
big.
Acorn.
I thought squirrels
Really
like
good aim.
climbing trees. They like exclusively climb trees.
I feel like Rhys learns all of his bad words from Owen.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Jesus, where'd you learn that?
Oh
My
my,
soul taught me.
just animal swear words.
So while that's going on, we're gonna go up into the sky, and we have Emiryn and Fynch flying up. You fly up, you meet them.
I look down. I go,
I don't see
How-
anything.
yeah, I don't either. Why are you up here? This is way too high.
I couldn't see anything so low, so I thought I'd go up and get a better view. And all I see is like, there's a mountain over that way.
I do now. I can see it, but everybody's down there was calling to you, but you couldn't even hear us. You're too far up.
Oh well, let's go.
Yeah,
Did they find
Go back
something?
in. Yeah, they found like tracks. It looks like
Oh,
a couple girls and maybe a snake.
I'll stay up here.
Well, I mean, there's no snake down there right now. They just found tracks of it.
You know what snakes eat a lot?
Rats,
And
squirrels.
birds.
Oh.
They may mistake me. Now
I
let's
don't
go.
think
We've gotta tough through it.
Well,
While you're
we got your back. We're not gonna let it eat you.
while you're up there, you see a lot of kids walking back from the bird's eye view. You can see them go into their respective houses, and I would think you'd look for the apple of your eye in the
Of course.
fields down there. So like you see Irona and Savni actually break off from Katrin and go down. They actually like start walking towards they're walking towards the forest. And then Katrin takes her little brother and is going home. You know that she lives just like down that road, and also she has to take care of the chickens. So we assume that that's where she's going. Downstairs,
Oh,
the
could
kids. Yeah.
So since I know we're so close to school and I know they're in the fashion club, would I be able to see one of them and ask? Because like they wouldn't know who's in their club.
They
if we're
are
that
not.
close to school.
You don't see them. They see them because
Oh,
they're so
'cause-
high up.
This guy.
While you're talking down there, there is on the wind, just a faint giggle, like children laughing in coming from the forest, and there's like a wooden quality to it. And Aislin, you hear music, like the sound of a wooden flute.
Does anyone hear that?
The
No.
Music?
we're laughing. Wait, are we all back together now? We're all back.
Yeah, you can reunite. So
Awesome.
everyone can hear the laughing, but the only person that can hear the flute is Aislin.
Yeah, is that... Do you think those are the missing kids? Why would they be laughing?
Oh, I don't. That sounds. You said it wooden, as in like not real sounding, or like when you say wooden, you mean just like, or like a hollow, like it's a
Like-
lap, but not like.
Like it's almost synonymous with like a woodwind instrument. Like there is like the vocal cords are made of wood, or like it's not quite flesh.
Mm. Okay.
There's like a different sound to it.
Something's off with that lab. Doesn't sound like a. I don't know, but I don't hear any music though. What music are you?
It
Are
just
you hearing?
sounds like a flute.
Like this?
No.
No. Okay. I put my kazoo
That's a
away.
kazoo. It's a little different than a flute. But
Maybe we should sneak up on this, on whoever it is, so they don't know we're coming and we can see what's going on.
Can we tell the direction where it's coming from?
The laughter? Yeah, it's like the general. It's into the forest more.
It's
And
probably
is
not
that the same as the music?
Generally, yes. They're both very faint.
from in the sky. I saw a lot of the fashion club heading home, so it's probably not fashion club people.
Oh, well, do you think?
Well,
Because I'm sure Twin just like I know they would know who's missing though, since because there are not many people in their club.
my brother.
What are you
and
holding?
My sister, their friend's sister went missing. She didn't go back to class, remember? And she was in the fashion club, so this might be her.
Oh, yes, you're right. Oh my gosh, that's it. I'm holding the this pink ribbon.
Hold on. And I opened my backpack and I started looking at all the ribbons that I've acquired to see if it matches any of the other ones that I have. I don't see it. I don't know whose that one is. And I put
Is
them
that my
back.
pencil in there? Okay, never. You know what? Never mind.
You do compare the ribbons, and it does seem familiar to you. Like you have seen it before. You just can't exactly place who had the pink fabric.
I've seen it. I probably have it on my list. I mean, I
Oh.
probably have thought about that
You have
one
a list of
ribbon
ribbons?
as acquirable.
You have a ribbon list?
Yeah. I'm
No,
with
not
Brother
like
on
a
this one.
list. It's in my head, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why?
You have to make a nest someday.
I mean,
Wow.
Fynch isn't wrong per se. I mean, and sometimes you want. I get it. You know, you want nice things for your nest. You know what? I get it.
You know, during the
Reese
Festival of
makes sense to
Mists,
me.
they would make all kinds of baskets and they weave in ribbons and bells and things.
Yeah, but what you're doing is kind of low-key stealing, though. So I mean,
It's
yes,
not
you can build
low-key.
a nest, but you're not.
When
high-key.
Finch says like building a nest, like Rhys just does this like kind of far off stare and just like, wow, planning for the future.
I can never afford this. I can never afford this.
I think Emiryn just goes like he like looks off too right next to you, but his thoughts are like imagining Finch building like a giant bird nest and just going, "That's really weird."
This is really
High atop a tower, and above is a cloud that overlooks the long landscape of Elixia.
I just love the idea. And, like the Rhys and Emiryn are both like,
Okay, well anyway.
Should
let's,
we follow the sound before it disappears?
Yeah.
Yes, but let's go around though. So if you know the direction you can hear it in, we'll go like around in the same direction because that way we're not just kind of be a little more sneaky. So
Yeah, as soon as you say that, I dive to the ground and start army crawling.
Okay.
Okay.
Me too.
Okay,
Me too.
Be careful though, because there are other snakes and stuff too. So just be careful. Just keep a
I
lookout.
talk snake too.
All right, so you proceed through the forest, attempting to circumvent whatever might be ahead of you.
Or go at it from a different angle. I think so.
Yeah,
Right into
yeah.
it.
Yeah, like you're trying to like come at them from a different angle so they don't suspect you. Yeah. You walk through the forest and the sounds of birds twitter, the scent of pine and flowers is on the wind, and the heat is pressing on your skin. Everything seems fairly normal.
I itch.
You itch.
If the heat's pressing on my skin, I'm itching. Quietly.
Yeah, and then you do hear the laughter getting slightly louder and the music getting slightly louder as well. But you come to this stream that is odd because you don't remember the stream being here, and you frequented the forest fairly often, and you're like, when did this get here? You thought it was like a little bit further ahead of you, but
Dude.
well, I guess it's here.
And I whisper to Emiryn, dude,
It's
they made a new stream here.
Wait a minute.
Is Tiff, is there any like knowledge about the forest that maybe the teenagers may have heard of, like how sometimes you could think you didn't go far but you've gone farther than you realize? Like it plays
make a brain. Make a brain.
because like rivers don't just move like that.
They don't. That's
Wait, my brain
Cool.
is a D12. I was rolling a D20. I was like, this
non-magical rivers to move at least. I mean,
there's magic. It can make a stream.
I rolled an
Yeah, I was
11.
gonna
I have a +1 to my stats, so it's a dirty 12.
Okay, you know that the streams and brooks and just the forest in general as something that is saturated in ancient magic. Like this isn't incredibly far-fetched to have like the perception of not necessarily like the landscape to change, but like your perception of time to alter. So you're thinking like this could just be like the natural side effect of the forest, but it is kind of weird because that usually doesn't happen, and you've been in the forest a lot, and that stuff like this happens more often when you go like deep into the woods, where like less people go because like crazy stuff happens in there. But so like it seems like the effects of the inner forest are expanding outward.
I don't know, guys. This is really weird. Like,
I'm gonna sneak
The lake-
forward
this
to
river
see
should be-
into the area.
yeah, like I'm talking to everybody, and you just like walk off.
I'm
I
listening.
don't. I don't. Either this is a new stream river that just appeared, or the magics in these forests are spreading further out, and maybe it's affecting our perception of time. Maybe we're.
I'm gonna
We're
look
in.
at the.
whoa.
It could be an illusion.
I mean,
Could be.
have we seen this stream before?
No.
No.
I think you said
Mhm.
Is
No,
this?
you
Yeah.
don't have
Can
it.
I
Okay.
get on? Because I have Matt Maker's friend is my broom. It's like verb, and so I can't. If I know an area, I can't get lost when I'm on the broom. So I want to quickly just get on my broom and kind of see like a twig, like just to see like because I've been in this area, so if this I can't get lost. So I feel like if this is the area that we're used to, then
Okay,
So
so
yeah,
you're
I'm
gonna
gonna hop my
fly
broom.
above the trees and look around?
if I can, yes, I'm gonna try to do quality because it's just kind of trying to get the bearings because like I know areas pretty well, and so
Okay. Okay. The you fly around. I'm gonna have you do a it's gonna be a grit check.
ew, that's not good. Okay, great.
Guidance.
How's a 2? How's a 2 sound for grit?
You get on your broom and you fly around and just you don't really remember like what you were doing. It's like come back.
Oh.
Huh?
Like I literally just like I can't remember like while I was even went up in the air.
Yeah.
Huh.
You're just like, what? Why am I flying? What am I doing? And
Oh.
but something you do notice is that the stream it's wide enough to swim in and deep enough to make you think twice before you leap in. But you do notice that there are like pairs, a couple of like little leaf boats. Like some kids came over and like put together leaf boats. Like they got some twigs in them, and then they tried different leaves to like as like the base of the boat. And you see a little bit of blue on one of them, and you squint at it and you realize like I'm gonna have you like, would you fly closer to the boats? Would you look at them?
If I forgot while I was flying, probably actually yeah, because I'm like I don't know what I'm doing in the air anyway.
Okay.
So
Yeah, you come in and you notice a couple of things. You notice that it seems like there were two different boat makers. And like one was like probably someone who is like a really little kid because it's very rudimentary. It's just like, you know, there are sticks put in it as like for the sails, like just everywhere. And then there's like there are little footprints, and then next to it there are footprints that are like maybe the size of a teenager, and a much more sophisticated like leaf boat. And the blue thing you saw was actually like you pull it up and you're like, this is Katrin's ribbon, because she always has like cornflower blue ribbons.
And I'll pick it up
today
with, like,
she only had one.
Oh, and I'd make sure to pick it up and off my hands because like fingerprints, you know, just in case you have to go to court, or whatever, you know, don't wanna. So definitely just kind of like.
Thank you for
Serve
collecting
the
that
evidence.
for me.
And I bring it, so I'll bring it, and seeing the footprints, that'll kind of knock me back. Like, oh yeah, we're here for the Liverpool book. So then I'd see that, I'd see the information I know. I'd leave the boats in the water. I take the blue, and I'm gonna fly back to the group. And so just the boats, that, and the footprints. Okay. So yeah, I'm bringing it back to the group.
You bring up Rhys and Ashley. Both of you are looking around, and you notice that there's a pair of like wooden play swords they're really just sticks that have had cross guards like tied to them. And there's one that's bigger and one that's smaller. They're just kind of put onto the side, like, so you can reasonably assume that like someone's been here, and it's like their stomping ground, like someone just plays here.
We should sneak into the area. Let's go look at this area. Let's go by the water, maybe.
And as I come back, like, yeah, by the water, there's and and I guess if we all wear the swords, I'm like, well, so you got swords, you got like boats, and definitely seems like someone's like kind of, you know, hangout spot. But why would I'm checking out? Just kids won't. Why would kids be taking other? I don't know.
Did you bring the ribbon back?
Yeah, it's right here.
Do I recognize the ribbon?
Stick.
Yeah, you recognize it as Katrin's ribbon.
That's Katrin's ribbon.
Oh,
yeah. Another side note was that Twig, when you were looking at the ribbon, it was just sort of like haphazardly like tied on, like in a crude way.
Oh, okay. Not for okay. I'll definitely realize. So yeah,
it was on one of the crude boats, like one of the like little kid boats, not like the sophisticated boat. So like, and there's also like little like dirty fingerprints on it.
Let me see that. And I take it from.
Well, they're dirty. Okay, well, there were
right.
dirty
This
fingerprints on it,
and they're fingerprints. These fingerprints are 2 days old. I'm totally making that up.
Yeah, and I snatch it back. I should get this back to her.
As
Yeah.
Fynch says that, I like nod agreeingly. It's like, yeah, that sounds right.
We need
Well,
to go. We need to go see what's over in that water.
well, actually, do
Or
you still
by
hear
that
the
water.
the
There could
music
be
though?
people
Is
there.
it still? Which is true.
Do you think they're in the water?
Maybe they went swimming.
I go to the water. I jump in.
Well, wait,
Rhys,
no,
no!
hold on. I'm a grab. Can I do a grab check? I mean, to make sure it doesn't go.
Okay, the contested sprint. What's it called? That speed? Flight. Yeah, the
Flight?
contested flight.
Reese
Dude,
is
but,
awesome.
oh my god, I'm so horrible at flight. He's gone. Well, explode at least. Okay.
Oh no, that's good.
So-
That's good for you. Oh yeah, no,
It explodes again. Yes.
you totally caught me.
4, 8. So got 10.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
like-
I got a 3.
Well, Rhys, you think you're a slippery catfish, and Twig does not. So
Investigate.
I just grabbed the feet because I'm so short. I'm just like,
Yeah,
no,
you're
this is-
shorter than me.
and you get more mud added to your collection.
More camouflage. Then I just roll over.
I'm like, hold on a second before we
Oh
go
my god, I
jumping
can't
in.
even
but,
see you.
So
Ashley, roll a grit.
as they looking around, this looks like maybe where Katrin and her
Yes.
sibling plays. Maybe.
Maybe.
That is a 5.
Do a brain.
A brain instead. Okay.
No, not you, a brain.
Oh.
Not you, brain.
Oh,
Emiryn
me?
brain. Yeah.
That will be an 8 plus 1, so 9. So I'll get on this.
The
thing.
feet. You look at the feet. They seem
Are
like
they,
they're. You're not sure if they're Katrin's feet.
Are they
Footprints.
bird feet?
No, they're not bird feet.
Oh.
They're bare feet. And like Katrin usually wears
nice.
shoes. So you're like, maybe she took her shoes off. Maybe she, or maybe it's someone else.
I
You're not
respect that.
sure.
Hmm.
Ashlyn, what did you roll?
A 5.
A 5. Okay. You feel that same impulse to go into the forest. The song grows stronger, and you start to like just walk into the forest.
Yep.
Hopefully someone grabs because I'm with Reese.
Ash and I
Yeah.
I reach out and try to grab her shoulder.
Where are you going?
Yeah,
It's
you
that
can-
way.
What's that way?
The music, it's that way.
I don't hear that
Don't-
music. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Well, don't go
Yeah.
alone. Guys, nobody should go anywhere by themselves. Nobody jump in the water by themselves. Nobody walk off by themselves because there's somebody that's taking people. And if you go by yourself and we don't go with you, you could get taken.
I take a sheet of paper
But
and curl it
I'm
up
being
into a
pulled
cone.
that way.
Okay.
That's
What?
not a
With
good
you.
thing. What you just said is not good.
Yeah, I go up to Ashley and I'm just like, wait, someone's pulling you?
Are they invisible?
It's not like a person pull. It's like, if the wind was pushing you, but instead there's like something pulling me.
It's like pulling
Oh.
wind.
Oh, almost like wait. So, okay.
Maybe the forest is trying to point you in where the kids are being kidnapped.
Or that's what's luring those kids.
Which is where they got kidnapped.
All right. Well, we're not gonna find them standing here. Let's follow you.
I'm gonna
follow
play
your
music to
lead.
cover up that music so you won't be pulled.
No.
Oh no. Hey, but it's good because that way we can follow the music.
He starts
you
dancing.
know.
All right. Let's follow the music.
Twig.
All right. So
Wait, what?
Lead the way.
So in this brief stint,
Mhm.
Twig, you see what you think is like a face in the trees.
Uh-oh.
And you focus on it, and it just like seems to just go back behind the tree.
I'm gonna telepathically talk to Atlas, my Atlas moth. Hey, in that direction with that tree, I'm gonna describe I need you to fly around and see if you can See him in there, okay, buddy?
Why, certainly, good sir. I will do this more forthright. So he flutters. It's like the most dramatic, like slow motion wing beat.
As I see your moth listen to you, I turn to my brother. I go, and you say you can talk to animals. You got to get your squirrel to listen better. I mean, look at his moth. I mean, just goes.
And you see,
just because I can. Sorry, you go.
Yeah, you see Atlas, like gracefully gliding over there, and then it lands on like the tree where he pointed. And through the telepathic link, Atlas says, "Jolly good. There is nothing here."
Oh, okay, that's.
I guess not jolly good.
I think it's the opposite of jolly good. I think it's
jolly bad.
You guys, I thought I saw. As I say, it's really quiet. I thought I saw a face out there, but I said,
"What did you saw a face?"
I thought I saw a face out there in the trees, but
like
I said Atlas, and nothing's there.
Maybe we should investigate the face. It could be somebody like tracking us, sneaking on us.
It's not to investigate because it's gone.
It could be fairies.
I want to pull out my cards, and I want to try to detect magic in the area to see if there's something messing with us.
Okay. Roll to do your spell. Like Father likes in.
Yeah, right.
I guess it would still be a brain.
I feel like there's this flashback where we see Vezra saying, "Now listen, whenever you're in doubt and things are going weird, just cast detect magic." Okay, and if you're dirty, always use prestidigitation. Okay.
Okay, Dad.
All right.
Rhys did not listen to Dad at all. It's covered in dirt.
12 on a D12.
Hey.
And then 4. 16 plus 1. So 17 plus, 1 for stat, 1 for magic. So it's either 17 or 18.
Okay, wow. Yeah,
Mega success.
You're in a magic forest. So, yeah, there's magic. Quite, yeah. Because you rolled so high, like we'll say that you do see like the spot where Atlas is at. There's like a little bit more magic like seeming to gather there, but you go over there, and it just looks like a tree.
It looks like a tree.
Yep.
But maybe you're on something, Twig. There's a lot of magic around this tree right here. I mean, the whole area is lit up with magic, but
maybe Atlas carries magic.
No, it's not.
He's powdery, yeah.
Is anyone still hanging on to me?
I would be.
Okay, Rhys. Yeah,
Rhys. But would you go with? Would Rhys just go?
Yeah, I'm like still trying to walk
like
because I feel the pull.
Yeah, I'm like hanging.
I take out some ribbon and I tie them together.
And I'm like, no, it might be bad though.
Hold on, Rhys, you keep an eye on Aislin, and I tie some ribbon between the two of them.
Okay.
Stay together.
We just have like kid leashes to each other.
Yeah. Kid leashes to each
That's
other.
the worst thing.
I'm actually gonna pick up one of those wooden swords.
Okay.
Can't believe I'm wasting my ribbon.
You pick it up.
Now at least I got something to whack somebody. I'm gonna try to pick up the one that's better.
You got a nice stick in your hand now.
With a hand guard.
Yeah, you'll catch something with it. Yeah, you take the stick. Do you take the big stick or the little wooden sword or little?
I would take the
sword?
one that would look like it'd be more sturdy. Probably the bigger one, like the one that's like a thicker branch that like won't snap the first time I whack somebody with it. Probably.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. You take it. No, you even like touch the tree and it's tree.
Does anybody want this other one?
Oh, me.
I tossed Rhys the other one.
Okay, you take it.
He drags.
It has like a little twig, a little like leaf at the end.
He drags Aisling along to get it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now your compulsion, Aisling, is to go across the stream. And so the team has to get across the stream regardless, because the laughter is also coming from that direction.
Well,
Brooms.
Brooms.
yeah. I really feel like swimming right now.
Can we undo this ribbon so we can get on our brooms?
You can get on your broom with ribbon connected to you.
I just take the ribbon off.
You just stay close.
Here you go. I take the ribbon off of you. I don't want them to fall.
I take the ribbon.
My
I take the ribbon back
but
from.
My mom will
Aislin?
kill me if I let them get
Aislin?
hurt because a ribbon's tied to their hands like that.
I think you gotta pinky promise me that you're not gonna go on that sound alone, okay? You gotta
You
pinky
can't do
promise.
another pinky promise in the same day.
Yes,
They're
what?
limited to once a day.
No, okay. I don't know what law book you're reading, but no, you definitely can't.
I like rifle through my notebook and I'm just like, does another pinky promise make the first pinky promise null and void?
No, it does not. This is a different. No, because it's a completely different pinky promise we're doing. So different set of things. That one's still in play. This is a different one.
I think you need to look into the laws on that. I think you
Well,
only
I'm
have
telling you to
one.
look into the.
I look at
Wow.
I look at Aislin. I was like, "You ready to go across the river?" Let's go.
Right, you pop onto your brooms, and you are gliding in the air. Oddly, Aisling, as you glide, like the music fades a little bit, and the laughter fades a little bit as the group comes to. Same for everyone else. Like the music actually kind of, not the music, the laughter fades a little bit, and you come to the edge of this clearing, like a meadow of flowers, and there are haystacks set up with targets on them, and you realize that you're at like the community like shooting range, which is on the other side of the forest, oddly, like and you could hear walking and laughing of two individuals, and because it's the forest, there's not a lot to obstruct the sound, but you recognize you've been to the range, right? And you recognize the path that goes out of it, and down the path, like I'd say that if you wanted to like hide, the party could hide and observe who's coming down the path, or if you wanted to be present whenever they came down, because you could very obviously people are coming down.
I think we would all want to hide, probably.
Yeah,
right.
I think definitely.
Yeah, I already cast passing without notice on myself, so I'm gonna be hiding.
You see,
I love it.
like there's tall grass. So there's the path, and then like next to it is just tall grass because forest. But you see the tall grass like shift around, like something big is in it.
I cast partial invisibility, which only obscures the center of my torso but leaves my arms and legs visible.
Beautiful, wonderful. You are now a floating head.
Floating bird head.
Yes. And you hear Erona saying, Savni, come out of the grass. You caught enough butterflies. And Savni leaps out of the grass as her tabaxi, and she stretches out, and she's like, oh, sorry. You know how I hate to have to sit and behave for hours. And Erona goes on to...
I like that, but that's all so far.
And Erona goes on to say, God, that was a long lecture. Thank goodness Kat lets us copy our notes. I hope we don't have the quiz on it. I was getting pretty dry when Broderick was up and passed out after the gnome came in. And then they take out like their wands, and Savni is pretty good with her wand. Like and she's pretty lithe as like, you know, a tabaxi. So she does a couple of just like cartwheels with her wand and like throws it up and catches it, and then flicks her wrist, and this ice shard like comes out and it goes and hits the target. And Rhoda says, "Not bad. Still rather just hit it with an actual arrow though." And then she has a bow and just like shoots it. And it lands, but like she's a great shot. Like shoots it, it lands in the middle.
What's the tabaxi's name again?
Savni.
Was that Savni with the bow?
Savni has the wand. Irona has the bow.
Mm-hmm.
And Savni kind of hisses and goes, "No fair. We said we were going to practice the wands." And then Irona's like, "Fine." She like pulls out this wand and it's like snapped in half, and then she kind of like ties it together again.
I know that wand.
She's just like, "All right, fine, let's do the magic." And so she like does a couple of like moves, and it's really like dramatic. And then there's like arrow blast, and then she like thrusts the wand forward dramatically, and then there's this spark of magic, green and electric, and then just this little as it. Yeah, I don't know. This just isn't my thing, I guess. And then she just kind of like, I'd rather just hit it with an arrow. Rona, you just don't envision it. Maybe I should just go to Unanu Seminary. I hear they have athletics teams. I get a scholarship. No, I don't want you to go. And Rona's like, "I can't keep flunking my magic class. My parents are gonna kill me." "But why don't you just get a tutor?" And she's like, "What? Who? Who's not gonna be weird about it? I mean, there's Emiryn," and she's like, "Ugh, Cat hates him. Fred?" And she's like, "Oh, the mouth breather? Oh, pass. I don't think I have a thing for him or something. Ugh. Genweir. He's not bad. Maybe. He's always so uncomfortable to talk to, though. And he is uncomfortable to talk to. Like, he always, like, just squints at you, and, like, you feel like you're, encroaching on, like, this... You feel like he just barely tolerates everyone's existence, so he's just not uncomfortable to talk to. Yeah. And then Savni's tail twitches. She's just like, oh. Twig! Twig's pretty good. He's kind of square, though. Fynch isn't bad with magic. Yeah, but he's always staring at me, and, like, I think he keeps putting rocks in my stuff. Like, and she goes into her pockets and, like, pulls out all of these shiny petals. She's like, what is this? I don't know what this is. I'm not putting rocks in my pockets.
I just look at Fynch.
I do too. I think we're both on either side of Fynch, and we both just like looking at him.
And I'm just like in awe. I'm like, oh, reverse pickpocketing.
I'm gonna have to up my game. I whisper.
Or you can just stop. I'm going. You can just ask her out.
Shoot.
What's that mean? No way.
Well, okay, guys, eyes on the first round though. First
Yeah,
round.
do you think she'll teach me how to use a bow?
Oh, okay, I mean that too, but what about the missing girls? And then
right.
Do you guys still? I don't hear the laughing. So we don't hear the laughing over here, correct? Or do we? It's just quieter now.
It's quieter now. Yeah.
Are you hearing the music,
Like
Aislin?
Was it like back the way we just poured it over? I'm starting to hear it.
I'm gonna do a roll. Getting light. The music has not started again. It's still quiet. There is perhaps a faint echo of like do you think you might hear the laughter again, like on across the meadow?
Come here for a second. Just a second. And I
What?
pull him back like 10 feet away, like 10 feet from where we were.
Mhm.
All right, we're going to go talk to them. And I walk out. Oh my God, how'd we end up here?
Wow. Wow. Just like.
So they don't know we were right next to him, you know.
No, they don't know.
Oh my God, how'd we end up here? Oh my God. And I ignore Erona.
Okay.
Oh my God, Sadney, what are you doing here?
It's just like they're. Oh, okay. So from their perspective, you like literally came out of the bushes behind, like to like.
No, that's why I got 10 or 20 feet back further.
Oh,
So it looks
okay.
like I was coming down the road or whatever the path is we were in.
Okay, so you're okay. You're trying to be all right. Do your charm.
Okay.
Trying to be smooth.
Do be smooth.
Let's see this
Come
roll.
on.
Eight,
Come on, smooth
8
criminal.
on a D20.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's still could be decent.
Is that a success?
I don't know.
The actual rules say a task or success is certain for those very skilled at it, but not for those who aren't. So that's your best stat. So I'd say it is still like they look at you like. What was the question you asked? What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? How do we all get here?
And Savni just has her wand out, and Arona has her bow out. They're like,
I don't have anything out, no weapons or anything. No
yeah.
wand.
And Savni's like, well, we came here to practice on the range.
How
And
how'd you get
Arona's
to
like, yeah.
how'd we get to the range? We were right next to the school.
Yeah. I step out too.
Oh.
Might as well. Yeah.
I guess we're all
weird.
just out. Just like.
Yeah, I totally outed us.
Yeah, Arona is not pleased.
Oh my God, you're here
She's-
too, Arona! And now I take notice.
Hey,
I'm waving at Arona.
Rona, have you guys heard
Or what?
about people going missing?
We're trying to find the missing kids.
What's and also what was your friend's sister's name? The one that was in our class. What was the girl that went missing that's in our class? Because I don't remember that from last week. Or from 2 weeks ago. From 2 weeks ago.
Do I notice the pebbles I had put in her pocket on the ground, or are they in her hand, or are they put away?
She like some of them are on the ground and then some of them are still in her pocket. Like she just was like, what is this? And then just like they're on they're in her pockets again.
I don't notice them.
Yeah. Let me look at that name because I don't remember either.
I know our friend, the twins' friend, is Villia, and it's her sister that's missing.
Mavis. There we go.
Mavis.
Oh my God, that's almost my mother's name.
What was the question again? Sorry.
I said, have you heard about people missing? Other
Uh,
kids.
We're trying to find the kids that have been going missing. Have you
We
seen
think
them?
We think Mavis is missing now too.
and then Savni and her like exchange looks like, well, I mean, I thought it was just hearsay, but
No. Wait,
Right.
all right. You know we left the class, right?
yeah, right?
Well,
And you didn't come with us.
we went.
No,
You didn't get
we
in trouble.
didn't.
We ended up in the principal's office, and we found a note where somebody was warning him about kids missing.
She looks like mildly impressed when you mention you went to the principal's office, and then she's like, a note.
Yeah, like a warning, like to keep an eye on everybody. And then when we went outside at the end of school, we were talking. Ashley, what's your friend's name? What's your?
Villia?
Yeah, Villia. She said her sister came, but I didn't see her in class when we went back after a certain time, and she's now gone. She didn't come to meet with her sister or anything after school.
Savni speaks up. That's true. She didn't come. What was here last? I think it was lunch, and then she was just sort of spacing out in the field, looking at the forest. Ron's like, yeah, I mean, we're not especially close, but we grew up with her, so we kind of pay attention to that sort of thing. But
Did she say that she heard something when she was just staring off by chance? Did she?
make a charm.
Aw, okay, it's not bad
You
though.
can do it, Twig.
You got this, Twig. Twig, 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 Twig.
Okay, that's a 9 + 1, so it's 10. 10 on the charm.
Okay, what dice is your charm?
Only a 12, D12. Second highest, D12.
Okay. They look at each other, like Savni and Irona look at each other and say, we sometimes hear music here.
See? Other people heard it too.
It's true, it's a flute.
See?
Yeah, she said it tried to pull her to it. Did it do that to you?
How come you and like I point towards the girls and Aislin and
Well-
like how come you guys hear it and we can't hear it?
Well,
It's
Does it sound
because
like
we're
this?
girls. It was girls that are missing.
oh, does not sound like that though.
No.
But thank
All
you.
right, just
Doesn't
making
mean-
sure that it's the
I
same.
don't think it's.
Another thing, we went into the woods. The magic is like reaching further out, and we were not that long ago at the school, or at least it felt like it, and now we're all the way over here.
That's actually that's like a 40-minute walk.
How long did it actually
It's-
feel for us?
Like 20.
Yeah, it only felt like maybe like 15, 20 minutes.
We also saw some tracks of like a really big snake that's following some of the kids that walked into the forest. And Arona, can you teach me how to use a bow?
How big are their feet?
Arona, okay, well,
Why go ahead?
Arona, Arona goes, I have noticed our large, what? And then, like, can you teach me how to shoot?
Yeah, and like as she like looks at me curiously, I'm like holding up my wand, which is just like a small curved
He really wants to
stick
learn
that
how
I
to shoot a bow now.
that I like tied a string to, and I'm just like kind of pulling it like this and just like kind of nodding my head.
Make a charm. She eyes you and is like, is that a bow wand? And their feet are like, Arona's a furball. Her feet are big.
Yep.
And Arona has like nimble like toe beans because she's a tabaxi.
Do they match the footprints that Rhys
Yeah,
had seen in the forest?
No.
No.
Oh gosh.
Do either of you have a
I
snake
rolled
familiar?
I rolled a 2, but would burning 4 adversity tokens do anything or no?
Yeah, you could burn the forest. Yeah, it would. I'd say it would.
Okay.
Okay, so
So
describe.
as I like bring up my bow wand and I'm like, this is verdant arc, and I just like kind of pull it and just like kind of very charmingly like pull it and just like kind of stutters in my hands.
She like
Pretty sweet.
she immediately, as soon as you like pull it back, she just like nails on the ground next to you, like in a crouch, and then just adjusts your stance and is like, feet out, elbow up, line up your sight.
Oh my
Breathe.
gosh. Rhys, you're going to become dangerous. How cool.
Remember to. You might want to put sights on this too. And then she's like, just aim at it. And then she's like, oh gosh, well, this isn't aerodynamic at all, but give it a go. And she like holds up your like twig like arrow that like
Sorry.
is wood. Like there's probably gonna be a bit of an adjustment, so aim a little bit higher than you think it will be.
Okay.
And then roll a fight.
Ooh, okay.
Come on.
Oh, okay. That's a 7 on a
Okay.
D12.
On a D12, okay. It does. I mean, it hits the target, but it hits like there's 3 rings.
Mm-hmm.
It's on like the outer ring. She says, "Well, considering your ring isn't, it's not even a proper bowl. It's pretty good." What was the question that not Twig? Would you ask Fynch?
I think you answered the size of the feet. I think you answered.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Oh, the feet. Okay. Okay. Did
I
anyone
said, do
is there-
either of you have a snake?
Like a
No.
big snake.
Big snake?
Because we
No.
saw snake. Well, Rhys saw snake tracks or marks in the forest, like a big snake.
You know-
Following footprints.
I haven't seen weird tracks in the woods. Like, the earth is upturned. Or, like, I don't know. It's nothing I've really seen before. But I see lots of things I've never seen before in the forest. But all this
But-
colliding together at the same time.
Some definitely seems a little bit off.
Maybe we should go to the meadow.
We should go back. Maybe, you know what? What if whatever is out there used magic to trick us and moved us past whatever they didn't want us to see?
I mean, it's definitely probable.
I mean, that would explain, like, there's a chunk of time it's missing for us. What if it just...
Well, did time pass, or like did it?
Yeah,
I
how do we
mean,
know
I guess we
about
wouldn't be able
time
to
passed?
tell. But yeah, we don't know if it went quick or what. Because I don't think any of us have been looking at like the light.
How long has it been since school's been out?
If we had to guess.
I'm asking Savney and
Oh,
It's been out here probably about 2 hours.
whoa,
whoa.
2 hours? Wait,
It's only been
Whoa,
20
what?
minutes for us. It's only been 20 minutes for us.
How do you know how long it's been?
Because it felt like, because they already told us, it felt like it's been 20 minutes to go from one side, and it's a 40-minute walk, but yet somehow 2 hours have already passed.
I mean,
I don't trust people's senses of time. They always get it weird.
You know who had a really good sense of time?
Nobody.
Jada had a great.
Yeah,
Oh.
Jada does, but
I wish
you
they
know,
were here right now, because if they were here right now, they could tell us exactly what time it is.
No, Jada is really like strict.
I like
so
Jada.
what's
She's
wrong?
really cool.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
I like
Fynch?
learning math.
What's wrong with that?
I mean,
And she's
regardless.
killed people.
Okay. Well, anyways. Okay. But anyway. So what do we? Well, first of all, so we're
Ashley.
going to the meadow.
Make it grit.
Yeah.
Come on, get that nat 6 or whatever the
My
highest
grit
score
is a D8.
Get that 8.
It is 5 once again.
You feel the tug and pull of this, and you can resist it if you want to, but you hear the music again, and it does seem to pull you, and you look over and see that Savni and Arona are both also staring into the forest, and they start to just in a daze just start walking towards the forest.
Hey, that's
It's that way.
Where you going?
Where you guys go? What, hello.
Run.
Come
They
on,
don't
come on.
respond when you touch or call them. They just like if you grab their hand, like say if you try to grab like Arona's wrist, she just like pulls it out.
I can't grab Arona's
Can
wrist.
I lightly try to do like a
That's
form
too
like
much
a
content.
dispel magic kind of like
Yeah,
what do
you
you
can
call
try.
me? So I'm gonna take out my wand, which is in the shape of a gavel. It is a gavel.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna just kind of just lightly tap each of them on the head. Just the truth will set you free. Kind of just
You have to first reach their head.
I jump.
I'll
use my
assist.
short
I'll
legs, I jump.
assist. I'll lift him up.
Okay,
Oh my
yes.
God.
All right. So with the kobold on your shoulders, you bring him up to the teenage Verbolg and attempt to tap her temple. So do your brain, and then Emiryn, do a brawn check as you move around with a kobold on your shoulders.
That is that's a 19.
Dang.
I rolled a 4, but that's on a D4, so
Hey.
Okay, on a D4.
it'll be 6 total.
You're wobbly, but you managed to keep Twig on top, and then like that, the momentum actually kind of helps in this situation because you just like whack her on the head, and she's like, "Ow!"
What you really need is a trench coat. It would help hold you together.
We can
My
invest in
brothers
one
all
later.
the time. Make you borrow my brothers. I mean, wait, are you okay? Hey.
I just got whacked in the head with a gavel.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
no,
walking into
okay,
the
wait.
woods.
It's like
It's
Twig
true.
just saved you.
I think you're under a trance or a spell of some sort, so I just kind of dispelled it.
And she looks at you and looks behind her, sees that she's moved, and is like, I don't remember moving.
Yeah.
And Savny's been going.
Okay, we gotta get Savvy quick.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Stop.
And Aislin,
Aislin's probably going too. Is Aislin going to? Yeah. I drop you. I'm like, well, not drop you hard, but I put you down so we can move faster. Not hard. I just put you down so we can move faster.
I'm going
can't
to.
run with him or something.
I'm gonna
Shoot her with the bow.
I'm gonna cast a spell. Yeah, I'm gonna cast a spell with my bow. One of my strengths is
Your bow
gross. So I have a spell that I specialize in that is especially gross. And I call it Slimus Stickamus. And as I just like I pull back my bow and I like conjure just like this green, like kind of sticky, stinky slime, and I try to shoot it in front of them.
You
Okay,
gotta hit 'em.
roll
Please hit 'em.
brain
Please hit 'em.
to cast it.
Okay, my brain is not that good. But I get to
Yourself.
add magic to it?
I think so. Yeah, shooting a spell.
Oof, not that great. And I used all of my adversary tokens to learn a bow, but appropriately so. That's a 3.
It's what's your brain?
It's a D6.
Is he gonna hit one of us? Because we're in that direction. So I'm just.
It winds up going all over you instead of them.
Okay, yeah, I'm like, so like I like pull back my bow and there's just like slime just like coalescing at the point of the thing, and then like as soon as I let go of the string, it just explodes on me.
Yeah, just like
And it smells real bad, and
yeah,
it's sticky
wretched,
too.
Wretched smell.
Ah man, it didn't work.
Twig,
As we're running.
Twig, grab my sister. I'm going to try to use vines, like use magic to get vines to grab Savny and hold her, like
Okay.
to like keep her from moving forward.
Yeah, that's a brain and what is it, swift? Jeez, I can't remember the word.
I'm gonna grab
Flight.
I'm gonna grab some of Rhys's smelly slime and
Okay.
run it to put under the nose of Savny. Maybe the smell will
Nice.
wake her from
Nice.
this.
Okay,
Yeah.
I like it.
A total of 7 for my brains.
It works.
Okay.
And
You
I
guys
do-
just-
I-
Yeah, because you just see like the-
it coils around her ankles and slows her down as she just like it looks slowly at the ground and then starts to like try to pull her foot up, but she's like stuck for the moment. So, then Finch, you're running up with the slime, right?
Yeah, shove it
Okay.
under her nose.
I'm gonna,
Oh God. Ooh. Ew.
I'm gonna see
shove
what.
it in her nose. Don't shove it in her nose.
And I'm holding my nose with my other hand.
And she as a tabaxi, her sense of smell is even stronger. So she's just like, oh, why? And then she just sees you and sees a vine around her leg, looks and sees a stunned Arona, sees that she's moved like 20 feet, and she's like, maybe there's, perhaps there is something going on.
Yeah, there's something.
I'm running after Aislin to just like try to.
Yeah, go do your flight.
Oh no. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Well, who's flying? Are we both flying? Because
flight is like your speed. Your movement
How
speed.
fast is Aisling? Are you running? Are you walking? What are you doing?
I'm just walking. I have a D10 on my flight.
Okay. Well, what did you? Can I? Well, depending on how you roll, I might use my adversity token. So depending on how you rolled,
Okay.
but because I rolled terribly, I got a 2. I have short legs.
All right. And I have a plus in mine, so a 10 total.
I can't even get there with adversity. I'm going to try to just chuck my wand, do that kind of same to stall, but it's gonna chuck the wand like lightly, like chuck it. The gavel.
You throw the gavel at
That's a fight. You're just throwing something at her.
But lightly though. Okay, fine. What's my fight?
Depends on how much you roll here, man.
Okay.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
Lightly fighting you.
Okay. It's a 5.
Out of what's your dice set on?
That's a D8.
Yeah, it say like it doesn't
Oh,
like
gosh.
it hits her on like the leg,
Okay.
so she kind of like stumbles a little bit.
I'm sorry. You're going too fast. I'm too slow. Are you okay? Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, like it's a heavy gavel. There's probably a bruise.
Oh my god.
Big.
I
said
come-
grab her, I didn't
I-
say hit her with a hammer.
Oh my god, it was hammer time!
I come up like
I
running.
think we both. Yeah, I think we
I-
both do.
Yeah, and I give Aislin a hug. But like my head is probably right underneath Emiryn. Yeah, I know. I don't smell very good.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
covered in dirt and I'm covered in
reeking,
slime.
brother. You know, good heart, bad smell. And
The splines are like completely down. So I'm just like, oh, I didn't want you to get taken, so I'm sorry. I couldn't catch up, so I chucked it. Probably not the best thing, but you didn't get taken, so I'm truly sorry though.
Your gavel's there.
Rona and Savni also come over and check it out.
While Arona is kind of dealing with Savni, I'm gonna slip in a bell into her pocket.
Oh my god. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
She went over to Savni. They'll be like, "This is weird. Like, what do you think this is?" And then they see you like, and then they see Twig like hug a hammer at a child.
Oh my
Like,
It's a
and
gavel.
so
Okay,
you
it happens
very
all the
easily
time.
can just like slip a bell into her pocket.
Yeah.
Especially because you're just like under her like her eye,
Yeah.
eye radar.
Peripheral, yeah.
Peripheral. It's just- All right. Well, for done abusing children.
Oh my gosh.
So
I
what
didn't
were you
want them-
hearing? You started walking towards. Can you remember it?